Hi, I'm Max, and I'm very bad at cooking. Regardless, I'm going to try to follow a recipe from a blog post I found online to make some beetroot mac and cheese because I thought it looked cool. To start, you are going to need 2 medium red beets, but I thought these beets were small, so I used some more. 4 cloves of garlic, which I forgot to buy, so I used 2 spoonfuls of minced garlic. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, which I should have been more cautious with, salt, pepper, and about 6 ounces of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, which my local supermarket did not have in a block, so I bought the pre-shredded Parmesan instead. And 16 ounces of your favorite mac and cheese pasta, which is, in my case, rigatoni. The first thing you want to do when involving an oven with your cooking is preheating your oven, which in this recipe calls for a 425 Fahrenheit oven. This took me 2 takes because I didn't even know how my own oven worked. Afterwards, it was time for vegetable prep, but because I didn't have any garlic cloves, it was just beetroot prep time. After washing the beets, I cut them into about 1.5 inch pieces and put them onto a foil sheet pan. I tried to drizzle the beets in olive oil, but I immediately blasted the beets with an olive oil waterfall. I decided to dip my remaining beets in the olive oil before salting because I felt like I was wasting too much olive oil. The recipe calls for the beets to go into the oven for 30 minutes at 425 degrees. Step 2. While the beets and garlic are roasting, I am supposed to grate a block of Parmesan cheese. This pre-shredded cheese is going to come back to haunt me like my middle school self does every day. Step 3. When there are only 10 minutes left on your vegetable timer, start boiling a pot of water for your pasta. Make sure that you have enough to take out some for your sauce later, but not too much water so that it splashes out of the pot like I have. As the blog says, throw plenty of salt into the pasta. Step 4. Now in a large blender, toss in the beets, 2 spoonfuls of minced garlic, and some of the pasta water. The mix should be hot, so make sure to give the mix time to sit out. Add as much pasta water as you need to bring the sauce to the consistency of a thick puree. For those of you who do not know what a thick puree is, imagine ketchup when it isn't liquidy. Set aside a bit more water than you added to the vegetables. Drain your pasta and return it to the pot you boiled it in. Combine the pasta water, the beet sauce, and a handful of Parmesan cheese. Stir the mac and cheese until it is at a glossy consistency before you add another handful of cheese. Remember to reserve some of your cheese for topping later. Step 6. Enjoy your hard work by tossing it in the bowl of your choosing before throwing on some of whatever leftover Parmesan cheese you have with some black pepper and sea salt.